All right, so I built a small AI and I just want to show you how the uh, scripting decides which action you're going to be taking. So let's start here at the top. We have a damage taken test. So our condition is damage taken. Have we taken exactly 1 damage? Well, let's just set it to more than 0. So if you took damage, if that's the case true, then we test to see, hey, are you next to a hostile? If you are next to a hostile, it will do an attack command on them. A melee attack command, actually, because you're right next to it. This bot here has 2 weapons. It has a gun and a sword. In the case that you're not adjacent to something and adjacent to an enemy, it'll say, are we next to a wall? If we're not next to a wall, move. Presumably a bot knows where you are if you took damage. And if you're not next to a wall, if you are next to a wall, rather, this says, okay, is there a wall to the left? If there is a wall to the left, move to the right. If there is not a wall to the left, move to the left. So you're just going to shift along a little bit. So that's how this works. If it's the case that this is false, right, it moves to here, to this empty node. And since this is empty, this can't take a command, then it goes back 1 depth level and goes to the next node here, which is node 2. So now it'll say, okay, scan results. Did I find a hostile? If I did, attack it. If I didn't, do nothing, which means go down, go up 1 depth level and go to the next node. You'll notice this says scan results. We didn't do a scan yet. That's because it'll happen later, and you'll prioritize the results from the scan provided you did one. All right, so now aim results. This says, hey, case true, we did find something. If we have enough energy to shoot, we will take the shot. And if we don't, we will do a wait command. Presumably, you will have enough energy to make a shot after 1 turn of waiting. I mean, different weapons take different amounts of energy to shoot, and different bots regenerate different amounts of energy per turn. But I mean, that's kind of for you to validate. But what we're going to do afterwards is we're going to test to see if the previous command was wait. This here says, was the previous command wait? And if it was, we shoot. I mean, you could also subnest, hey, do we have enough energy to shoot again? And if we don't, still wait. But you should be fine with that. All right, so back over to aim results. Now we're in the case here where we did not find anything. We say, I put this in when I was just doing things quickly before. Yeah, so we're gonna just pretend that this isn't here. Well, I mean, I guess you can say, okay, instead of testing some random attribute, what are we doing here? We're testing durability. Let's test our capacitor and make sure that we have, more than 10 energy. Sure. All right, so in the event that we have 10 energy, which means we can scan, because scans are pretty cheap, we're going to test our scan results. And now notice we still haven't done actually yeah, this was the test, the grouping of AI decision tree that I put in quickly when I was showing you the video last time. Previous command. Right, well, let's just keep working down from here because this is where I really want to get. So previous command, was it wait? If it was, you shoot. If it wasn't wait, now we're testing the previous command again, and we're testing to see if it is a aim command. So now we're going to start seeing how many times we've aimed. Consecutive aims. So now we're saying, hey, is the number of times we've aimed 4, less than 4? If it is, we're going to do an aim command where we rotate it by, this should be 90. We rotate by 90 degrees. So we're going to go, 90, 0, 90, 180, 270. Once we've done a 360 rotation, the number of consecutive aims will be 4, and then we'll no longer meet this criteria. So then we'll be over here where we're now less than, this is greater than 8, this should be less than 8. So now we're less than 8 aims, and we will do an aim command where we start rotating by 45. And then you can imagine once you've done 8 of those, you've done another 360. And so we will do another condition where we have more than 7 consecutive aims. And then it will go to here. Was your previous command a scan? Was your previous command was it a scan? And in that case, we will do a scan. So that's actually backwards. It should be, was your previous command not a scan? So we can, so I have to make this one, was your previous command a scan? And when I do this, it's going to give me a warning. I'm going to say, hey, do a scan. It's going to say, hey, nested nodes will get deleted. And what that means is, see, this is what happens, you make a mistake. When I set this condition to a scan command, I will lose this information because commands can't have nested conditions or actions. Anyway, so I will proceed with this, and I'll just look at this. This says, hey, scan results, move command. Yeah, okay. So I'll confirm this, and now this says scan command. So now in the case that we did do a scan command previously, we can test for scan results. But anyway, so that's how the decision tree operates, where every time something is true, it descends a depth level further into the case true or case not true. And once it depletes all the potential things it can do inside one given box, it goes to the previous box, which is at a new depth level, and goes to nodes beneath it to test for that. And it keeps going through that process until it eventually finds an action to take. In the event that it depletes all of your actions, it will default to a wait command. Ideally, you don't program your robot to do that because you're losing an opportunity to do something intelligent. Yeah.